So this will be final call for Market Hog Showmanship, Senior Showmanship. Final call for the Hog Senior Showmanship. Well, we want to welcome everybody to the 2024 Cheyenne Livestock Expo Market Hog Showmanship. In the ring right now is Senior Showmanship, and our judges for today are Clay and Lindsay Carlson. They live, I believe, in Sterling, Colorado. Lindsay is the livestock judging coach at Northeastern Junior College, and Clay works as a veterinarian right there around Sterling, Colorado. So we're very grateful to have both of them. Clay, also a former judging coach at Colorado State University. So we thank them both for working through our showmanship here tonight. In the ring right now is Senior Hog Showmanship. And I do believe we have a historic moment tonight that this is the first married couple that we have had to sort through a show at the Cheyenne Livestock Expo. for each division of our showmanship. The top 5 showmen in each division will receive jackets, and then the top 2 will also receive buckles, is what they're vying for tonight. We'd like to thank a couple of our sponsors here, Mormon Show Tech. Big thank you to them, as well as Cheyenne, Kubota, as well as State Farm Insurance and the Freeman Showbox. Also, a big thank you goes to Stalk Up Genetics for sponsoring the live stream of tonight with Showbarn Flicks. So thank you to all of our sponsors here tonight. We're going to highlight a couple more as we go throughout the evening.
Well, good evening here. It's good to be out here sorting your senior showmanship. I want to say thanks to the guys that are putting on this show, putting together a heck of an event here before National Western Stock Show in Phoenix. A lot of these folks are taking these hogs on. I know this is showmanship, whatnot. It's just the start of the night, and I don't want to get things too hot and mad for the show that's tomorrow, the real big important deal. I just really want to thank these guys again for having my wife and I up here to sort your hog show or your showmanship. It's really an honor to do something like this, and maybe not the numbers in the senior division, but there's plenty of competition out here. There's no doubt about that. I hope the intermediates, juniors, peewee showmen in the back are listening. Just some of the tips and the pointers, the things that we're looking for out here in these seniors. That just, it's the little things, right? I mean, you guys have been at this for 10 plus years, and it's the little things about whip placement. It's the little things about, keeping that pig between you and me the entire time. Things that are nitpicky with Lindsay and I, that we'll discuss here as we place on our top five. But there's an individual that does an excellent job of keeping their hog moving in a positive direction all the time. Just a calm, smooth intensity. Just knows how to stay out of the wave and not be in the distractions of everybody else. Great eye contact, great whip placement. Some of those pet peeve things, like, just tucking that brush away in your pocket. Sometimes it's a little counterintuitive. You got a brush that you're wiping to keep them clean, but then you're pounding on their back or tapping on their side or whatever. Just those little nitpicky things, and a different judge, a different day, they could align them different. But right here in front of me is going to be your champion showman. Congratulations. And for Lindsay and I, we discussed it just as quickly as that individual wins. The young lady right here in the red is going to be your reserve. Once again, doing an excellent job. I asked these seniors a question as they came out. If there's one thing that you could change about the hog that you're driving, what would it be? And then as well as, what is the best viewpoint of your hog as you're driving as well? And our top two individuals absolutely smoked their questions. I agree with them all day long about what they need to fix in their barrow and their gilt. What they're driving and the best viewpoint that they give. They do an excellent job here. For us, it gets on closer here between 3, 4, and 5 to round out your top 5. The young gal driving the blue blanketed gilt is going to wind up third in this particular lineup. Once again, a very smooth, intense showman. Does an excellent job with this gilt. Has her brush in her pocket. All those different types of things. Does an excellent job there in terms of answering her questions to wind up third in this division. The young gal driving this off-belted hog here in front of me is going to wind up fourth in here. Excellent showman once again. Maybe just a few things. That gilt wants to get a little bit hesitant on the go every now and again. And to round out our top 5, the young lady right here in front of us is going to be fifth. Very intense showman. Maybe just not quite as confident in her question there, and maybe just wants to cut in between us and that gilt every now and again. That's not to take away from you other young individuals out here. You've got a real young hog that's maybe not wanting to participate the best. You did a great job answering your question. Both of those individuals, great eye contact and intensity. A nice set of senior showmen. Let's give them a round of applause as they head back to the barn.
Results of senior hog showmanship. 5th place is Jolie Ontiveros. 4th place is Peyton Monroe. 3rd is Kaylee Pfeiffer. And then the Cheyenne 2 is Ellie Davis and Jake King. So that'll now bring us to intermediate showmanship heat number 1. In heat number 1 is Stetson Westmoreland, Carolina Tannen, Addison Hodgson, Owen Steffen, J.D. Shoup, London Almer, Reese Sr., Brinley Coriel, Audrey Davis, Zach Vaughn, Kylie Hackbart, Madison Lapp, and Callie Johnson. So this will be first call for Class 2, or Heat 2, of intermediate showmanship, intermediate hog showmanship. This is your first call for Heat number 2. if the top 5 of the senior hog showmen, if you could go over and meet Pam right by the holding area, she will have your jackets and buckles. Top 5 of the senior hog showmen, meet Pam over by the holding area. She will have jackets and buckles for you. A sponsor that I forgot to highlight just a little bit ago, would also like to give a big thank you to Stock Show Secrets for their partnership of the 2024 Cheyenne Livestock Expo, as well as Mormon Show Tech, Cheyenne Kubota, State Farm Insurance, and Freeman Showbox, as well as Stall Cup Genetics for their partnership here once again of the Cheyenne Livestock Expo.
Got everybody?
It's on. I talked to everybody.
Yep. You didn't?
Oh, no, I didn't.
You didn't? Okay. Nope. Sorry, we're trying to tag team it
Fair
here.
enough.
How are you?
Pretty good, yeah.
Good. Thanks for being out here. I like the presentation of your barrel a lot. Your eye contact and intensity, spot on. Okay. I want you to maybe kick up the pace just a tiny bit. You guys are kind of slow out here, and so if you want to take a more natural kind of stance and posture and just maybe dial up just speed a little bit, I think we'll be right here.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, what a great heat. First heat of our intermediate drive out here. I think we got a lot of talented individuals that we let exit the ring out here. We just talked to them individually about some things that were maybe holding them back from getting a pen today, but it's just one show and a couple of our opinions out here. The four that have a pen will come back for our champion intermediate drive in just a little bit. So if you would give that group a big round of applause again.
So coming into the ring right now will be heat number 2 of intermediate hog showmanship. We do still need Emily Seeger. If you are within earshot, your heat of intermediate hog showmanship is going into the ring now. And results, or I guess I should say, the 4 individuals that are coming back for our champion drive of intermediate showmanship will be Carlina Tannen, Brinley Coriel, Audrey Davis, and Zach Vaughn. So in the ring now, this will be heat number 2 of intermediate swine showmanship.
All right, we just spent a little bit of time talking to each one of the exhibitors that's headed back to their pens about just a thing or two that maybe is keeping them from snagging one of our keep back pens this afternoon, but still a very talented group of young individuals that are doing a great job out here showing. We kept back 3 from that particular division for our second heat there, and then we'll get started with our champion overall intermediate drive. Let's give those exhibitors a big round of applause.
The exhibitors coming back to the grand drive out of heat number 2 is Landon Charles, Hannah Davis, and Cash Stone. So this will be the grand drive of the intermediate hog showmanship. And so with that being said, this will be first call for the first heat of junior swine showmanship. First call, junior swine showmanship.
All right, if you would give these intermediate exhibitors in here a big round of applause. They're doing a great job. I think a really competitive heat all the way from top to bottom, working through this age division out here, and all these 7 exhibitors are doing a great job. I guess for Clay and I, it's just some little finer detail type of things that really sort of 7 really talented showmen, ones that we could just watch all day show, and it makes it really fun that way. I like all the different styles represented, and I don't think there's a wrong one way or another, but just the longer that these hogs have been out here, I think there's a couple individuals that surface to the top is just doing the best job getting their hogs stuck, continuing to drive in the best way. Things that we're looking at: body posture, whip placement, eye contact, demeanor in the ring. All those things are very important to both Clay and I. I think there's one out here that nailed both times. He came out of his individual pen. He's consistently separated himself from the rest of the pack and just makes this look really, really easy out here. Young man in the orange, you'll be our champion intermediate showman. It gets pretty close for our reserve intermediate out here, but just kind of following that same suit, there's another exhibitor that's just really hands-off on her particular hog out here, and just really lets him go at the pace he needs to roll at. He's looking the absolute best he can out here. I love her body posture and intensity. A young lady in the black is going to be a reserve. All right, and we got a top 5 to announce. So moving down into our 3rd place hole, young man in the black shirt, kind of leading the pack out here, is going to be 3. We really wanted to compliment you on just your ability to get out of the group. And I mean, there were only 7 hogs in here, a nice size ring, and every time he was out of the way and really stood out to us in that regard. So really nice job. I think incredible showman there in our 3rd place overall. Again, when it comes down to 4 and 5, gets a little closer. The young lady in the red here with the blue barrow, she's going to be your 4th overall intermediate showman. Absolutely love this young lady's ring presence and intensity. I think she does an excellent job in terms of pace of this barrow. Could probably use a little less use of the brush just as he's going. I don't think it's necessary. I think that barrow's cruising at a good pace, and so is she. That we could probably be just a shot more hands off there, but love watching the duo get out here and show. And then to round out our top 5 is going to be the other young lady in the red out here. Does an excellent job in terms of presentation of this particular gilt. Love her eye contact, love her ring presence once again. Just a couple nitpicky things, a couple times maybe get jammed up in the crowd just a little bit. We could probably pull that brush off of that gilt's top line as well. There's a couple big compliments to be had down here in our 6 and 7 that we've got left in the ring. Young lady, I know your barrow's breaking down on you, and that's never fun as a showman. And so we just certainly appreciate your eye contact intensity. Your first impression right out of the gate is unmatched out here in the division. So really nice job. I just think we need to maybe slow him down from the very beginning, and maybe you'll get more endurance out of your whole time out here in the ring. And then young man in the striped shirt, we think you're doing an excellent job out here. We could probably just make you a little smoother in terms of your transitions. I know there were a couple times we get a little bit start-stoppy and a bit choppier in our stride out here, but love your ring presence and demeanor. Excellent job. So let's give all those exhibitors a big round of applause.
Results of intermediate hog showmanship. 5th place is Audrey Davis. 4th is Hannah Davis. 3rd is Zach Vaughn, and the Cheyenne 2 is Carlina Tannen and Landon Charles. So this will now bring us to heat number 1 of junior hog showmanship. Coming into the ring now will be Julia Hopkins, Allie Souls, Landon Schaefer, Win West, Riley Vetter, Isabel Shaw, Blaze Davis, Maggie Brown, Cooper Zolman, Caleb Hackbart, Jackson Hodson, and Carter Wade. Just as a reminder to our intermediate top 5 winners to be sure to meet up Pam over in the livestock office, or turn them to Lucas Stallcup for your jacket or buckle. So top 5 of the intermediate showmanship winners in the hog ring. Be sure to meet up with Lucas Stallcup or Pam Freeman over in the livestock office for your jacket tickets as well as your buckles if you were within the top 2.
If you would, please put your hands together for that first heat of junior showmen that are headed back to the barn. A nice set of showmen. We talked to them individually. You know, I talked about it in the seniors. Lindsay talked about it in the intermediates. Those things about eye contact and smooth intensity, staying out of the wave, and being able to get out on your own and just let your hog cruise around the ring, putting that brush in your pocket. All those different things just add up. It's those minor little details that get you over here in the final drive. Excited for the next set of juniors. Give these kids one more round of applause.
Coming back out of heat number 1 of junior hog showmanship will be Win West, Riley Vetter, Blaze Davis, Jackson Hodson, and Carter Wade. So this will now bring us to heat number 2 of junior hog showmanship. Heat number 2 of junior hog showmanship.
once again, please put your hands together for those individuals headed back to the barn. They're doing an excellent job. We talked to them about some tips and pointers, maybe just keeping that hog between us the entire time. Some of those folks, maybe their partner's not wanting to participate the best, just wanting to travel around the ring with their head down, or maybe fight them along the edge or towards the corner. They're just having to get a little bit too hesitant with that whip to just dictate where that hog needs to go. We've got a nice final drive of juniors here that will start here momentarily. Let's give all those individuals one more round of applause.
So coming back out of the second heat of junior showmanship, Allison Plum, Luke Charles, Creo Spears, and Kinsley Curlis. So this will be the grand drive of junior hog showmanship. And so joining those that I just mentioned will be Win West, Riley Vetter, Blaze Davis, Jackson Hodson, and Carter Wade. This will be the grand drive of junior hog showmanship. So around ringside and back in the hog barns, we are just about to place the grand drive of junior hog showmanship. So pre-juniors, this will be your first call. Pre-juniors in the hog showmanship, this will be your first call.
Well, we get these juniors out here for your final junior drive. If you would please put your hands together for these young folks, taking a lot of the principles that we've asked the seniors and the intermediates to do, and it comes out here to the junior drive. You know, the age groups above them can even have some things to learn from these kids. I mean, this is a heck of a set of showmen out here doing a nice job. Just when it comes to Lindsay and I and putting our heads together and finding a placing that we like of your top five, all the details that we've talked about in terms of whip placement, position, eye contact, smoothness of intensity, driving and staying out of the group where we can see you, and it just allows your hog to move freely about the ring. The individuals we've got, their hogs aren't getting worked up. They're not whip marked or anything like that. They're just doing a heck of a job. And the individual over here on the right in the black shirt is going to be your champion. Congratulations. And this is a really tough top 5 out here. And there's one individual that's just been so smooth the entire time. Driving right here in front of us is going to be 2. Eye contact, smoothness of intensity. That barrow just comes out here and floats the entire time. When the whole wave is over here to the left, then here he comes from the right and is just in perfect view and position all the time. Doesn't get worked up with that barrow at all. He's got his head out and just cruising. That hog isn't doing rollbacks and hesitating on where to go. A very nice, calm showman there for second. Gets really close between 3, 4, and 5. Driving right at us here in the blue shirt's going to be third. Does an excellent job of getting that barrow presented extremely well. Good in terms of eye contact. Maybe early on just had herself lost in the group. She's done a great job tucking that brush away into her pocket. All those things, the little details that we like to see, doing an excellent job. Long sleeve red shirt here, you're going to be 4. Very intense showman. Great in terms of eye contact and position. Maybe wants to rely on that offhand just maybe a little bit too much. That hog maybe wants to get a hesitant step every now and again, but doing an excellent job all the same. It gets really close out here, and the individual that's going to end up in our top 5 maybe didn't have it done in that first heat, but now she's finally found the stroke of where her hog is ready to compete. The young lady right here in front of us is kind of eased into the top 5. She's settled down, relaxed on that barrow's head there just a bit, does an excellent job now of just cruising around the ring a bit more calm. That's not to take away from the other individuals out here. We got a heck of an intense showman, some young people that are staring a hole through my soul. I like that about you. Just make sure that you're enjoying this. And some of you, maybe your partner's not wanting to participate the best out here. They're starting to break down and stop. You're having to use your offhand or your whip a little bit more aggressive than we'd like. It's just little bitty things. Another show, another judge, a different day, you'll easily break into that top 5. So stick with it, okay? You guys are a heck of a set of showmen around out here, this junior division. Let's give them a hand before they head back to the barn.
And results of our junior showmanship contest. 5th place is Win West. 4th, Blaze Davis. 3rd, Allison Plum. And the Cheyenne 2 is Luke Charles and Jackson Hodson. So that will now bring us to our final class of showmanship on the hog side for the day. This will be the pre-juniors. These young people will be 0 to 7 years old. So our pre-junior showmanship on the hog side of the ring. as we're working through the pre-junior showmanship on the hog side of the barn. Once again, I'd like to thank our sponsors of the show, Stock Show Secrets. Also, big thank you to Mormon Show Tech, Cheyenne Kubota, State Farm Insurance, Freeman Showbox, Laramie County Community College, and as well, thank you to Stallcup Genetics for sponsoring the live stream with Show Barn Flicks. Also, a big thank you goes out to our judges for the evening, Clay and Lindsay Carlson of Sterling, Colorado.
All right, what a fun pre-junior division out here. We've penned what will end up being our top 5, and we're going to let the rest of the exhibitors head back to the barn. We talked to each of them individually. I think they're doing an exceptional job out here, and really exciting to have this much talent and ability this early on in their showing careers. I think they've all got really bright futures ahead of them, and so if you would, just join me in congratulating all of the exhibitors as they head back. All right, well, a really fun way to end a really fun day of judging showmanship for Clay and I. So thank you guys for having us out here and getting the chance to sort through the show tonight. We've got the pre-juniors out here, our top 5, and so we'll just go through and kind of let you know how we see them. All these kids are young and have a lot of years ahead of them, and so that's really exciting for them to be this good at this age. So I hope they're all really excited about their future in the show ring. With that, you know, all the things that we've said tonight about the showmen that have surfaced to the top that are just so collected and make this look really easy when it's not something that is easy. It's staying out of the crowd, using their whip appropriately, giving us the right kind of eye contact, but more than anything, working the ring and letting us get the best views of their hog. Those things still are true here in this last age division. There's one young lady that we just think has absolutely killed it from the second she walked out of the gate. Young lady in the black, you'll be our champion. And then it gets a little closer from there. I think each of the remaining 4 exhibitors have had their moments that they push for that reserve spot, and maybe other moments where that allowed for a little bit of shuffle. But out here, back in the division drive, I think there's one individual that has really upped the intensity and done a very similar thing in terms of getting out from the crowd, doing a great job of getting that pig shown correctly. The young lady in the purple shirt, you're going to be our reserve. And then we've got 3 young men out here that are all fighting for that 3rd overall spot, all doing a great job, and I think all 3 of them have a great grasp of their showmanship style. They're all calm, they're all relaxed out here. All 3 of their hogs are also calm and relaxed as well, which says a lot about the type of showman they are. There's just one that hit us maybe just a little bit harder from the beginning. Has done an excellent job in terms of presentation of his barrow. So calm and smooth as he moves about the ring. Young man in the black right in front of us, you'll be 3rd. All right, young man in the blue, dark blue shirt over here, you're going to be 4th overall today. Really nice job. He was intense as anybody coming out of that gate, and so first impression was really, really good. And I think as he's been out here, he's really hit his stride as far as getting that guild away from the others and doing a really nice job out here. And then young man right in front of us, you're going to be our 5th overall showman out here. Excellent job in terms of presentation, real calm and smooth about everything. Just maybe a couple times get a bit close to us, but that's super minor. Excellent job. Congratulations to all the families and exhibitors, and thank you so much for having us.
And results of pre-junior showmanship in the hog ring. 5th place is Trey Mills. 4th, Camden Walter. 3rd, Dawson Wade. And the Cheyenne 2 is Lena Charles and Savannah Hinton. So that does conclude showmanship on the hog side of the barn here for this evening. Congratulations to all of our winners, and we'll see everybody tomorrow at 9 o'clock a.m. for the Market Hog Show with Gilts to follow.